SMU. And he received his bachelor's degrees in political science and public policy. Wow. That's pretty good. 5 semesters. Outstanding. By the way, do you know what you get if you drive a BMW through the parking lots of the University of Southern California? A diploma. Did I say that out loud? I did? Oh. In addition to founding the North Texas Military Association, Cliff is the VP of Business Development at Christmas Staffing, Senior Vice Commander of VFW Post 8273, and got here without GPS, a member of the Frisco Veterans Advisory Committee, the Frisco Veterans Walk of Honor Committee, and is a founder and board member of Scott's Helping Hands. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cliff Sosamon.
Thank you, John David. That was quite a nice welcome. I wrote it. First of all, I'd like to thank each and every one of you who are here tonight. There's been a lot of hard work that several people can attest to make it tonight happen, and all of you being here just makes that all the worthwhile for us. So, first of all of you that are here tonight, thank you. I appreciate it. Before I get started, I would like to thank my beautiful wife, Paula, who has been with me, I don't know why, for 15 plus years now. And without her, none of this would be here, because without her, I would not be able to do what I've been able to do with the North Texas Military Association. So baby, I love you, and thank you. I would like to thank the Board of Directors, my Vice President, Ed Pastana, Treasurer and all-around good prayer speaker, Carl Davis. Our Secretary, Ali Samana. He's a really good networker, by the way. Just ask him, I'll tell you. And of course, with Jason, C. Jason Harmon. I wanted to get that right for you. He's our board of directors. Great stuff. I'd also like to thank our many volunteers. There are so many of them that I don't want to try to sit here and announce them all, because you guys would be like, okay, but there are a lot of volunteers who have helped not only tonight, but our other events throughout the year happen. So for our volunteers, I want to say thank you. What you do makes it possible for us. So thank you very much, volunteers. Our Veteran Service Organization partners, we have several of those that are in the building tonight. We have, of course, Honor, Courage, and Commitment, who are here tonight. Thank you, guys. AUSA is represented. JP, thank you for what you guys do. IABA/Hoops for Heroes, over to you, Chris. Jeff, guys, thank you very much. Grace Under Fire, Lisa, thank you very much. We appreciate what you guys do. And of course, the American Fallen Soldiers Project, I think what they do is one of the most noble things that any veteran service organization does. So to the families, thank you guys, what you do. I would be remiss if I didn't take a quick second to shout out our sponsors, My Fit Foods, WorldLink, Telemundo 39, Swipe It, Prudential, Texas Dream Cruise, Farmers Insurance, Randy White Agent, Lazy Paw Veterinarian Hospital, Ray Gun Films, Kroger Foods, and CDM Graphics. To all of you, we're here tonight because you guys make this possible. So thank you. And of course, tonight, what you guys are enjoying this evening would not be possible without the wonderful help of Miss Debbie Clark, Miss Tracy Gamble, and Miss Dusty Jones. Thank you all very much. Over the course of the last year, NTXMA has been able to be a part of some great events And those events have allowed us to get our message out about who we are and what we do and why we do it and who we do it for. Some of those organizations are the Frisco Sunrise Rotary Patty Dash, who this year, they gave us $10,000 for our organization off of the funds that were raised from that Patty Dash. So I tell you now, be ready. The Patty Dash is in March of next year. Come out, run, let's raise some money. Huh? A shout out to Mr. Jeff Hensley. He was able to secure us 2 buses to take close to 70 volunteers down to the DFW National Cemetery on Memorial Day this year, and we helped place 27,000 flags on the grave sites of our veterans to honor them. So thank you to those volunteers that came to that. The Texas Dream Cruise, their inaugural year this year, they had over 2,000 cars, is that right? And 20,000 participants that showed up. And I want to say thank you for including us in that, because what you guys did at the Texas Dream Cruise helped us get our message out in front of that many more people. So thank you for that. And then, of course, there's our 10-mile hump, which many of us, Mr. Nelson, who has been a very big part of that, have helped us grow that thing. Last year, in 2012, it was off the cuff, and we had 30 people show up, and we did a 10-mile hump, rucksacks for some without, and we were able to raise some money to send veterans to our ball. This year, we had 120 people show up. That's an increase of 300%. And the money we raised, some of you were here tonight, and we were able to do some really good stuff with that money, and we're looking forward to next year increasing it another 300%. So thank you all very much for that. So why do I name these events? I name these events because those events are not important to us as a board and as an organization because of the money we raise. The money is inconsequential. We can raise money anywhere, and as you all know, money is money. It comes and it goes, right? We can raise that money again. But what we can't do again is get our outreach. Getting our name out there through publicity and through other means that come available with those partnerships with those organizations. And so for that, it's invaluable to be a part of those events, and we're just thrilled and excited that more and more organizations keep coming up to us and asking us to be a part of that. So thank you all. Why do we do it? Plain and simple, it's for our Warrior Mentors program and for our veterans. Why do we have a Warrior Mentors program, and what is it? The Warrior Mentors program was designed and is based on helping our veterans transition from military back to civilian life. Just real quick, how many of us in this room are veterans? Let's see a hand. There we go. Thank you. I think 201, every one of us will talk about. We may not do it out in public. We may do it off in a corner somewhere with a buddy with a nice cold beer in our hand, but we'll talk about what it means when we leave the service. Many of us, we have left, and our identity got hung up in the closet with that uniform when we hung it up. I know that happened for me. I've talked to many other veterans that that's happened to as well. It's not a bad thing. It's just part of life, right? We're moving from one part of our life to another. But for so long, and so ingrained in who we are, was that uniform and what it represented. And when we hung that up, we didn't really know who we were. I went through that, Paula can tell you, for quite a while. Probably about 4 or 5 years, I tried to figure out who I was, trying different jobs, different people, different organizations. What was it? And I never found anything until I got involved and got with the North Texas Military Association with these great organizations. You know, but not everybody has that opportunity. So what we've decided and what we've done is we have built an organization. We built the Warrior Mentors program, and what we're doing with that is we're going out, reaching out, and touching our veterans at the colleges because we know that's where they're at. We're partnering with them there. Right now, we have 5 teams up and running through Collin College, and I think to this point, it's been fairly successful being able to help those veterans find a way. And we're not telling them what to do. We're not telling them how to do it. We're not telling them what goals to set. We're sitting down with them and putting a process in place for them to establish what those goals that they have are and helping them stick to it. Helping them take that one step. Help determine what that North Star is, as JP likes to call it, and keep going toward that path. Who are our mentors? So there's 2 parties here, right? There's the mentors and the mentees. The mentors are veterans. Obviously, the mentees are veterans. There's an automatic affinity there between those 2 groups. Because we all know, anybody in this room knows, you walk up to a veteran, it doesn't matter if he was in World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Grenada, 80s, 90s, whenever, you have an automatic affinity with them because you start swapping stories. Boot camp, ship, being deployed, being back at Fort Bragg, Fort Benning, Camp Lejeune, Camp Pendleton, wherever it is. You all have stories, and it doesn't matter if you're Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard. Hey, I made sure there was no Coast Guard people in here before I made that joke. I was watching earlier. Unless somebody walked in late. So there's an automatic affinity there. And so with that, we're able to help bridge that gap. So that's what we're doing with NTXMA. That if you're a veteran and you're an older veteran, experienced veteran, maybe a few gray hairs on the side, Mark Corwin. These are the people we're looking for to help mentor this next generation. We went through those. Those of us, we went through that transition. We muddied those waters, and now we're going to help those other ones, help make it a little easier for them. Just real quick here, I want to try to wrap things up. This is as much as I like to hear myself talk, and I know my wife doesn't. So, a couple of upcoming events that we have that I'd like you all to know about. We have the Charity Hold'em Invitational Poker Series. Is something we've been involved with. It's a great way to come out and have some fun, and raise some money for some organizations. In January, we're going to reach our 2-year anniversary. That's right, 2 years in January. So we're very excited about that. There'll be some information coming out about some future plans with that. Something you're going to learn about here again in a little bit is the Dancing with the North Texas Stars, but I'm just going to leave it at that. You'll get more information later. You'll know what all that means. And then, of course, next 4th of July is our 10-mile hump. I'll say if this room is any indication, the support for our veterans is stronger today than at any time in our nation's history. Our challenge is to keep that momentum rolling into the future. I'm humbled by the support our organization has received over the last 22 months, and I want to personally thank each and every one of you in this room for that support. I look forward to working with you all in the months and years to come, and make sure that we all do our part in ensuring that no veteran who served will ever walk alone. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. God bless America.